Sripad Maharaj. जय विष्णुपाद परमंश जय श्रील भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज की जय। व्यास पूजा महोत्सव की जय। धन्यवाद। How are you, Maharaj? Feeling today?
I'm okay, thank you, Maharaj. How's your health?
Yes, Maharaj, we are okay.
Okay. Well, yesterday, Therese
Yes,
got
Maharaj.
yesterday, Therese got it. Dhanyavad, Maharaj.
Dhanyavad, Maharaj.
Haribo, Dr. Teresa. Therese. Oh, so nice to see you are okay.
Same here. It's been way too long.
You're okay, Teres?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Little achy, but I'm doing fine. Thank you.
It's a miracle you are okay, you know.
I agree.
We're so worried. Krishna
I
has,
agree.
Krishna has protected you and Krishna Kesava Prabhu. Yes.
Absolutely.
Good Lord.
It was scary. It was, but everything is good.
Grace has become a very important part of our prasad distribution in Princeton. Every month she goes and helps Krishna Kesava Prabhu with the prasad and distribution, picking up the prasad, everything. So we are very grateful for her, to her. And we always wish you, the best of everything. Good health.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I always wish the same for you. I always ask Krishna Keshava, how are you doing? And I'm always thinking of you. So, and happy appearance day.
Where is Ingoji? How is he doing?
He's doing well. I'm going to see if I can get him to say hi in a minute. He's working right now.
Okay.
Dr. Sahu, are you there?
Namaste, Dandavad, Pranam, Maharaj.
Dhanyavad.
Dandavad to everyone. Namaste, Dandavad, Pranam.
Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.
Good to see you.
You are.
Krishna Kesava prepared Ekadasi cake, Maharaj, today?
He made a goddess, yes, he made a cheesecake for me.
Nice.
What is that?
You have several messages from the devotees just now. Sumangala, Brajagopal, Pradyumna. So I'm going to ask them to come.
Okay. You had a program this morning?
Maharaj, no, Maharaj, we had in the evening.
Evening. Oh, it's evening there now.
Yeah, so Vijayawada devotees had in the morning, and Sumangala had in the late in the afternoon, and we had some Sangha in the evening.
Okay. Oh, you look like you're tired today, huh?
Otherwise, it's only little late here.
Yeah. It was a long day.
Yeah.
Now what time?
11:40. 11:40.
Oh. Dr. Sahu, you were also up late.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So the weather is very cold in Delhi. It's
Is it?
extreme. It's extremely cold. I don't
Oh,
know.
yes, here also is very bitter. It will get worse next week. For Christmas week, it's gonna be sub-zero.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
Going on. By Krishna's grace only.
Yes. It is with everybody.
Yes.
I got your blessings when I was extremely unwell last week. So
There he
I
is.
managed to.
Thank you.
What is the name of that cat?
It looked like a leopard.
Hiding in the
I was
background.
saying, namaste.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry, I was muted because they were making noise. So go ahead, tell them.
So this is Simba. And we have another one. This is a male. We have a female.
We can't hear you still. You have to come closer to the mic.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
this is-
All right, hold on.
So this is Simba. I wish we could-
I'm gonna
Simba.
Hang on, she's, yeah.
fix the video.
Oh, the tiger.
She's gonna get. Okay,
There you go.
there we go. So this is
Mhm.
Simba.
Mhm.
And we have another one, female, named Nala.
Mhm.
They're both, they're Bengals. So they're a hybrid cats. They're Bengal cats.
Mhm.
They're very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes, they look very nice.
Yeah, they're like mini leopards.
Mhm.
But they're friendly.
Dandavad.
They're-
Oh,
yeah,
yes, they're
yeah.
very friendly, yes.
Yeah, they're a mix between a domestic cat and a wild, an Asian,
Small Asian.
small Asian leopard cat.
Okay.
beautiful.
As long as they won't bite you or scratch you.
No, they're domesticated. They're about, these guys are about 6 generations removed from the first pairing. So they're domestic, but they still have the qualities of the wildcat.
Mhm.
So they're lots of fun. They're very interesting.
Lots of.
Good.
So how are you?
I'm good. Prabhu.
Good.
You're
Happy
okay?
birthday.
Your health is good too?
Yes.
Yes. How are you dealing with the diabetes? Okay.
Good. Yeah, it's okay.
Uh,
I take my medications, do what I have to do.
Yeah,
It's can be thankful that we live in a time where there are lots of good medications that can be taken.
yes, yes.
Yeah, because 20, 30 years ago, diabetes was very different.
I know. I've had it since 1995.
Okay.
Diabetes, so,
Yeah, well, I've had it for a long time also. Yes.
yes.
Actually, yeah, probably around that time also. It's been a long time.
Really? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, because American Express, right? Yeah, that's around that time. Yeah. Yeah. And as you can see, my hair is very messed up.
thin. I don't have
I didn't-
I don't have that problem.
Yeah. Yeah, if I don't shower in the morning or brush my hair, it's all messed up from sleeping.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of being on Zoom for work. You don't have to worry about.
Dandavats Maharaj.
Oh, Haribol. Project.
Dandavats Maharaj. Happy birthday, Maharaj.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Prabhu. How are you and your family?
Good, Maharaj. How is your health, Maharaj? How is your health? Everything.
How's your health?
Oh, I'm okay. Still pushing on.
Okay.
Ardumna is there?
Maharaj?
Dandavat, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Hey,
Yes.
Pandurati, Haribol.
Hari Bol Maharaj. How are you?
I'm okay, bro. Oh, you got a full face. You turn it, you bleach it white and you could be Santa Claus.
Yes, yes, yes. Santa's coming early this year. How are you doing, Maharaj? How is your health?
I'm okay, thank you, Prabhu. How's
Good to
everyone
hear
there?
that.
Everyone is good
All-
there?
Everybody's good. Just a moment. My wife would also like to wish. Just a moment.
Dandavat Maharaj, wish you many, many happy returns of the day.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Dhanyavad.
How are you, Maharaj?
I'm good, thank you. By the grace of the devotees, grace of Krishna and the devotees. So when are we going to see you?
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll plan this 2023. I'll make a plan to.
Okay.
Maharaj telling that he's waiting for yourself and myself to be there.
Okay, then that's good.
You never went to Navadvip. I was hoping you would go to stay with Shanta Maharaj.
Yes, I was also hoping, that I should be able to make it for this event. But then, unfortunately, then there is something with the kids. Some exams and something. I think these are all reasons. I think as I also don't trust that these are all genuine ones, but I was not able to make it for some or the other reason.
Oh. I see both of them now, the Singha and the cats.
Sorry?
You see the cats? They have these
Yes.
semi-wild cats.
Semi-wild.
They're very playful, very curious. You need to investigate them.
Do you know this? Do you know Krishna Kesava's parents?
Hi.
This is Therese and Inga. Inga.
And go,
Ingo.
and go. With an O.
And this is Pradyumna with the beard and
Hi.
Hi.
Rajagopal with the in the middle.
Nice to meet you both.
Rajagopal
Same here. How you guys doing?
And
Doing well.
we're from Mumbai area.
Nice.
Cool. I want to say a special hello to Shanta and Muni Maharaj. It's been a long time since we've seen you.
Yeah, we are expecting you to be here in India.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
When are you coming back to the States? This year?
Soon. We'll plan. Let's see. If Krishna wants.
When you're here next, we'll be more than happy to see you.
We are trying to, make some arrangements. Let's see.
That'd be nice.
It's hard because it's blurred. Will you host them?
Mhm.
We we have a small house. It would be a queen size fold out bed in the living room.
We don't
Have there's an empty bedroom upstairs.
Oh, that's true.
It could stay with you for some
There
time.
there is no empty room anywhere in this house.
Well, you always make do. You can make do and it can stay with you for
We can
some
make
time,
do.
huh?
We
Really?
can make do.
Yeah, it would be great.
We can make do. So Christopher's old room, he's offering you his old room.
It's occupied by.
We have enough space in the Hari ball inside.
Maharaj is talking
Big,
about
big.
when they played the basketball, calling Haribol.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
That-
I don't think you weren't there, but when they came here to see Maharaj at in Whiting, we went to a local park with a nice pond, and there was a basketball hoop.
Oh,
Shanta
nice.
Maharaj and Muni Maharaj and Madhavananda Prabhu and myself were playing basketball for
Very-
about 15-20 minutes.
Oh, nice. Nice,
Nice.
nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, you know, I love basketball. Don't get the chance to play much anymore.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is all-
The light.
Maharaj, in which year you first met Srila Prabhupada?
Well, I think I came to the devotees in 71. I met the devotees 1971. And then in 1972, I went to New York and I met Srila Prabhupada directly. He initiated, I think it was around that 72 or 73. And he was there visiting New York and he was giving initiation at that time. And he gave me my name, Madhava Puri, Madhava Das, and then he gave me my beads.
Very nice.
He said, I remember he told me, he said, he asked everybody who'd come to him, what are the 4 regs? What are the regular principles? So we had to tell him the regular principles. Then he took the beads and he chanted on them and gave to me. And he showed the Krishna bead. And he said, you have to chant like this around. He said, don't cross Krishna. This is the Krishna bead. He told me like that. Don't cross. So you go back, around and back.
That's what I was gonna say. You go back and forth, okay?
Yeah. You start from the big bead and you go down to the smaller ones and then back from the small to the big. Do you have any beads, Doris? No?
No, no.
Show that.
Oh,
You see that picture up on the wall?
What is that?
That is a picture of Heidelberg. The
Okay.
Heidelberg,
Oh,
the old-
yes, the bridge.
yes, the old bridge and the castle in the background.
Okay.
So that picture came from a poster. That's originally a poster from when I went to Germany with my mother and my stepfather back in the 1970s, I believe. They put that on that piece of wood. They made the wood together. They pasted it onto the wood, and that picture used to hang in our living room in Brooklyn back when I was growing up.
Okay.
So when we moved here, I took it, and it's been hanging here ever since. So that is about 50 years old, that
Okay.
picture.
Okay.
that's,
And obviously Heidelberg is where I was born.
What's that?
Heidelberg is where he was born.
You were born in Heidelberg?
Yeah, so that's the significance of it to me.
I went there, Heidelberg.
Yeah,
yeah, beautiful
Yeah.
city.
so
I
you
did
will,
Sankirtan in that Heidelberg University.
yes, Heidelberg University is very,
right.
very famous. So Heidelberg has a very special place in my heart. I try to surround myself with pictures and things having to
Yesterday,
do with
I
Heidelberg.
told him that my favorite part about Heidelberg is Hegel's philosophy.
That's right.
Yes, I think he was there at the university,
It was.
teaching at the University of Heidelberg.
You gotta go.
All right, I have to get back to work. I'm officially on the clock in the other room.
Oh, okay.
So it's great seeing everyone. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And
Muni Maharaj, great seeing you guys.
Hare Krishna.
okay, good wishes to you
Hare
all.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
So you are feeling okay, Therese? No,
I'm achy, but I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you for asking.
It's amazing. Your car was totaled?
I believe it was. I can't imagine them fixing it.
The car got damaged completely?
Yeah, it was pretty badly hit. I was
And
grateful. Yeah.
in that car, you were there alone or Krishna Kesava was also there?
Krishna Keshava was in the car ahead of me, and we were going to go to Patel's grocery market to distribute the rest of the prasadam we had left. And we
Yes.
never made it. Just never made it. The car from the other side of the road came onto our side of the road. And Krishna Keshava swerved out of the way, and then he was heading for me. And I swerved out of the way, and he hit my passenger front side, and that side of the car got demolished. So I was glad that I swerved to the left, so it didn't happen on my side of the car.
The person was what, like drunken or what?
No, he wasn't. He didn't appear to be drunk, but he didn't go to the hospital because I wanted him to get tested. Who knows? He says he spilt his coffee on himself, but I looked at his pants. I didn't see all that much wetness on him, just a little bit. But I don't know if I believe his story. But what can you do? That's what he's saying. So, yeah.
But Maharaj, it's not over yet because there's still like insurance claims and all that. So it's an ongoing process now. It won't be over for a little while now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I hope that all goes smoothly for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. And Krishna Keshava was so good to me. I'm so glad he was there. Because, you're in shock when it happens. You can't believe it happened. And he was getting the information, doing things, calling Ingo. And I was just sitting there trying to figure out
What happened? It was a shock for all of us.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking, actually.
I appreciate that.
We are like dolls, puppets in the
Mhm.
hands of Krishna.
Hmm.
Pradhanji, Haribol,
Tony.
namaste. Good to see you smiling.
Yes. Where are you? Are you in New Jersey? You are. Oh, you mute, unmute. We can't hear you.
At work, so I'm going slow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all Krishna's blessings, right?
Yes, definitely. We know. I was just saying, we're like puppets, doll, wooden puppets in the hands of Krishna.
Mhm.
Even Mahaprabhu said, to Krishna, he said, sometimes you may crush me by your embrace. Sometimes Krishna has so much affection. He gives us a hug, and this is when our bones get broken. But the devotees always saying, you can do whatever you want with me, my Lord. But you're always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally, without. So we never know in this world what will happen, and not ultimately, and not in our hands. Huh? It's not in our hands. Even Mahaprabhu understood. Tried to teach us. All in his hands. And Krishna's relationship with us is also the same way. We don't know what will happen. It's not based on any particular law. Spontaneous affairs of the heart. We don't know what will happen. That's the wonder, the amazing thing about Krishna consciousness, Krishna life relationship with Krishna. It's always what would you say? An unknown. The unknown is dealing with the unknown. Not a thing of the mind or the intellect. It's a relationship of the heart. And that can't be predicted. And it's good that it can't be predicted, because then it would become mechanical. So it's very personal, never mechanical. Very intimate and based upon love. All based upon a loving relationship. Love can't be a forced thing. If it's forced, you can't tell somebody you have to love me. You can say that, but that doesn't mean they will do that. You can't turn it on like hot and cold water. Goranga. So do you know Madhava Puri? Who Madhava Puri is? That's my name, but also there's this great saint named Madhava Puri. Madhava Puri. He would a very, very unworldly person. Unworldly, non-worldly person. He never asked for anything. He would sit on the wayside and not ask for anything. He would never ask for any food or money or anything. He'd sit there and wait. And whatever Krishna gave him, he would take that. Can you imagine? He was so unattached to the worldly things that just sitting on the side, people would come by, they would see this sadhu sitting, and they, by the inspiration of their own heart or not, they would give something to him. So one day, he was sitting on the side of the road like that in Vrindavan, and this young, very beautiful young boy, young lad came and brought him a pot of milk, a container with milk. And he said, I'm Madhavendra Puri, I know you're hungry and you're not asking for anything. So I'm bringing you this pot of milk. And like that, he accepted, and then he was able to take at least some milk. And then that boy disappeared and he didn't come back. And Madhavendra Puri was hoping that that person, he might come back again and give him, take some interest in helping him and providing some nourishment, something for him, because he felt a very sweet relationship with that boy, very affectionate, a loving relationship. Anyhow, he was thinking about that. And then he said, then he realized this is not an ordinary boy. Somehow he felt that Krishna had come to him. I provided that milk for him. And then in a dream, he was told by that boy that my deity, my deity of myself as Gopal, has been buried for a long time in the bush nearby. And I want you, my devotee, my good devotee, to go and find that deity and dig it out and make a temple and worship that deity. That was in a dream. So then Madhavendra Puri went and found that deity in the bush, as that little boy had told him. And there he knew that it was then confirmed that that boy was Gopal himself. And so he took that deity out from the bush, from the grass, and had all the people come and cleanse the deity and build a temple and worship that deity. And that temple is on the top now of Govardhan Hill. If you look at some pictures of Govardhan Hill, you'll see on the top of that hill a little temple. That's the Gopal temple. Anyhow, that was constructed or organized by Madhavendra Puri. And like that, he had many personal experiences with the Lord within his heart and his mind. And that deity one time asked him, I would like you to go to Bengal, not Bengal, where is it? Puri, Jagannath Puri, somewhere in that area, to get me some sandalwood. Sandalwood was a very important ingredient in deity worship, because in the hot weather or anytime they put sandalwood paste on the deity's body to cool, so that he doesn't get so hot. And in the hot weather of India, the sandalwood paste is placed on the deity, and it has a very cooling effect. So it was very difficult. Madhavendra Puri was an old man, and he had to go all that way across from Vrindavan to Puri, and he had to cross all that way. It was very difficult traveling in those days because the Muslims were in charge, and they would always create some obstacle for people by giving them tolls, bridges, and things like that to get money from them. Anyhow, he went that whole distance somehow or other. He crossed all that distance from Vrindavan to Puri, a long distance. And he got to a place called Remuna in Orissa. And there was a deity there. And his name was Gopinath. Gopinath, the master of the gopis. And that night, it was famous for offering kheer, sweet rice. That temple was famous for offering the very nice, very sweet rice to the deity. And Madhavendra Puri was interested. What is kind of sweet rice they were offering to the deity there? He wanted to offer that same preparation for his deity in Gopal in Vrindavan. So he was thinking like that. What is that? I wonder how they make that sweet rice so I can offer to my deity. Anyhow, one night while he was there, the pujari usually offers, I think, 12 pots of sweet rice every day to the deity. And one day, one of those pots was missing. And he looked and could not find it. Finally, they found this. The deity told the pujari that there's one pot of sweet rice I saved for the sannyasi named Madhavendra Puri. You please call him and give that sweet rice to him. And so that pujari the next day went out and he's calling, where is the sannyasi named Madhavendra Puri? Gopinath has stolen one pot for you. I saved one pot of sweet rice for you. When Madhavendra Puri heard that, he became very embarrassed. Oh, I can't possibly go and collect that sweet rice. Everyone will think I'm some saintly person. He did not want any honor to come to him. So he was very reluctant to go and get that and say, here, I am here. But anyhow, he finally went. He finally went because that Gopinath had ordered him. And he took that pot of sweet rice and he relished the sweet rice. And he even ate the pot. He'd break it every day into little pieces and eat the pot also. Also, he was so much grateful for that mercy of Gopinath. But his nature was like that. He didn't want to get any attention from anyone. And so he left that place as soon as he could. And he had remained hidden so that people would not come to him and said, oh, are you that sannyasi who the deity stole sweet rice for? He didn't want to confront that. And so he left again. Anyhow, he went to get that sandalwood pulp, a large wagon full of sandalwood that he could bring back to his deity in Vrindavan. And by taking that wagon, it was very difficult for him. He was an old person, and he tried to get some help. And he had to take that big wagon of sandalwood back to Vrindavan. He knew the Muslims would be on the way, trying to charge him for taking that wood. The sandalwood was very valuable. And he knew they would come and they would try to tax him every place he went. And so it was going to be a very, very difficult journey back, filled with many problems. Anyhow, so he began taking that wooden wagon of wood, the wagon of sandalwood, and knowing how difficult it was going to be, and he began his journey back. Anyhow, on his journey back, that again, Gopinath deity told Madhava Puri, you are an old man now, and it's very difficult for you to carry that wood back to Vrindavan, I know. So you just put it on, you keep that wood here, and you put the sandalwood on me. I am the same as Gopinath. That deity is the same as me. You can just put that sandalwood on me, and he will also get the benefit. I like that for the whole year or more that sandalwood, that wood was available. They were putting their sandalwood on the Gopinath deity. And Madhava Puri was very happy. And this way he could go back without having to take that burden. Anyhow, he is renowned for his renunciation for this reason. How much devotion he had to Krishna. And Srila Maharaj thought very highly of Madhava Puri. It was like the Pope. They considered him the Pope because it was the first time in the Madhva Sampradaya that a devotee of the young Krishna, Gopal Krishna, was expressed his separation and longing for the youthful Krishna, Radha and Krishna. And so Mahaprabhu said that he was the seed of the Madhurya Ras was planted in the heart of Madhava Puri. And from him, Mahaprabhu came from him, and it said that Mahaprabhu came from the heart of Madhava Puri into this world to teach the highest perfection of love of God. And that's why he's considered the first pope of Mahaprabhu's movement. Something like that. It's a very nice story.
Srila Sridhar Maharaj felt you have the same mood. Then he given you that name.
I don't know. He never told me that.
Gosai Maharaj told like that in one
Oh, yes.
in Gaur Purnima, when the Madhavendra Puri's I think disappearance day comes. So he told that time.
Devotees are very kind. But Shanta Maharaj is the real devotee. He is doing so much service. I have not done so much service as he has done. So much service has been given to him.
I'm only a tool in your hand, Maharaj.
Amazing, miraculous, how much service he is able to do. And Muni Maharaj is always there, along with him. Yes. Science and Scientist conferences since 2013, huh? Is it 2013, right? 10 years.
Yes, Maharaj.
22. Anyhow, 10 years, something like that. He's been organizing these conferences practically single-handedly with the help of Muni Maharaj and Krishna Kesava this year. And Dr. Sahu also helped. We appreciate these things.
And help of our Pradyumna Prabhu also.
Yes, he was always there, very humbly, holding this stick up to help Krishna with the Govardhan Hill.
I told him to give a talk, and he says that I'm not going to come in the front. You are in the front, Maharaj. He said.
No, Maharaj, I feel at times I'm just a fake devotee.
Wonderful soul, very humble. And we have much affection for him.
Brajagopal can prepare some talk sometime. He is software engineer. Damayanti and Sandeep tried to prepare some presentation. They did a lot of good collection. Very nice. So Brajagopal also should do. So we may, yes.
Yes, Madhava Maharaj, when you, who introduced you to Sridhar Maharaj?
What is that?
He's asking who introduced you to Srila Sridhar Maharaj.
Oh, myself?
Yes, Maharaj, yes.
Oh. Actually, I don't know if you know in Niskama Bhakti Charu Swami. You know him? A Bengali devotee. Bhakti
Yes,
Charu.
yes.
He was a sannyasi. One day I was sitting in Mayapur when Prabhupada, after Prabhupada disappeared. And I was he was a good friend, a very dear friend to me. And I was talking with him and I'm saying, it just doesn't seem the same without Prabhupada here in Mayapur. And I'm feeling very empty. Feeling very empty. And so Maharaj said, come with me. I want to take you somewhere to meet someone. And so he took me to Srila Maharaj.
Okay.
And I went there I did not know. It's the first time I had been outside of ISKCON to a temple. And he
Okay.
took me to the mutt in Navadvip, and the Bull Mutt. And I went up on his to his where Hare Krishna, Nelson, Dhanyavad, Namaste,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Prabhu. You're very kind. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
I have another meeting ID.
He joined the wrong meeting.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
Thank you for joining us. You're very kind, very nice. Anyhow, I was telling about how I met Sridhar Maharaj, and so he took me to that. That was a very simple mutt. In ISKCON, everything was so grand and magnificent. And there it was a very simple place. And so he took me upstairs. You know, the Sridhar Maharaj's kutir was upstairs. Bhajan kutir upstairs on the second floor. So I went up to the porch there, and we were sitting down, and Sridhar Maharaj was speaking in Bengali to some visitors who had come. I remember he was speaking to some Bengalis, and I was just sitting there, and I couldn't understand anything he was saying, but he said a couple of phrases in English.
What is what?
I said, huh?
What is what?
He said, yes. I heard him say the phrase, what is what? Then a little while later, I heard him say, the central point. The main thing is, or so the central point, something like that. And then what was the last thing he said and that I could understand? You remember?
Eternal servant.
He said something like that. We are the eternal. He didn't say in English though. It was in Bengali, and I could understand.
Jivera Swarupa.
Jivera Swarupa Krishna. Nitida, something like that. So he said these three things, and I put together what he was talking about. When you are confused and you don't know what is what, that's what was my position at that point. So I felt he was preaching to me. Huh? When you are confused and you don't know what is what, the central point is that you are the eternal servant of Krishna. Krishna Nitidas. Jivara Swarupoy, Krishna Nitidas. I think he said something like that. This is the central point. This world is a place of incredible confusion and misconception. Who is not confused in this world? Who knows exactly what's going on? Nobody. The greatest man, the most insignificant person, they're all confused. Because we are finite. We are finite beings, very small intelligence. The universe is so vast. This earth is so vast. There's so much to deal with. What can our small brains accomplish? The human being has been given a higher intelligence than all the other creatures. He has the best intelligence, but it is not that much, that intelligence, to know and all the things that have to be known in this world. It is enough intelligence to learn that we don't know anything, like Socrates said. At least we must know that much, that I don't know everything. I may not know anything. That kind of use of intelligence is very good. That is real intelligence. Not the intelligence that thinks I can change the world, I could make the world a better place for everybody. What are you going to do? We're very humble. And there is already a Lord. We don't need another. He doesn't need another one. He doesn't need us to be Lord, to arrange everything. He needs us to love him, to serve him, and recognize how much what he has done, what kind of Lord he is, and how everything is being accompanied by his grace. And we have but to serve and love him. That is what our intelligence is to be used for. Not to think like animals. Animals have intelligence also, but they're using their intelligence for survival. Eat, sleep, mate, defend. If humans who have that higher intelligence, who can create philosophy, religion, and poetry and music, then we should not simply try to imitate what the animals are already doing. Not the purpose of the intelligence the Lord has given us. And we work so hard trying to grasp everything. But if we can grasp this, we can accept what Krishna tells us directly. Of all the scriptures in the world, the Bhagavad Gita is the only scripture that tells us directly what Krishna is saying, what God is saying. He talks directly. Gita, Bhagavad Gita means the song of God. Is the word of God, indirect. Bible never, very few places you will find any direct word of God. Most of it is the words of others, or in the Quran or whatever other scriptures there are. The direct word of God is given in Bhagavad Gita, and he tells us what he wants. I am the source of everything. Aham sarvasya bhavo. Your purpose is to think about me, manmana bhava mad bhakta, and sarvadharma parijya, and surrender to me. Everything he clearly speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, trying and telling Arjuna, you are my friend, so I'm telling you all these things. Those who are friendly to Krishna, they can hear his message. They are not envious. People are so envious of Krishna. They will read the Gita and say, well, Krishna means this or he means that. It means that you can become God. They will interpret it. That Krishna can't speak for himself. So Prabhupada wrote Bhagavad Gita as it is. He said, don't try to interpret. Krishna is saying very clearly here. Listen. Krishna says, surrender to me, finished. Why you don't listen? Why you don't hear? Why you want to say so many other things? Krishna meant this or Krishna meant that. So the instruction is there, the process is there, and it's actually very good understanding that Krishna is giving, because that is the reality. It doesn't deal with so many illusory conceptions and fancies. The reality is very plain and simple and very beautiful. And we are trying in so many ways to create our own imaginary existence. That's called Maya. The whole world is like that. So it's really mercy, it's the blessing of the Lord when we can get this clear knowledge and accept it and practice it. And that is all. Krishna consciousness is very simple like that. Simple-hearted and high-minded. What?
I think Dr. Sahu has a comment or a question.
Yes, Dr. Sahu.
Maharaj, first of all, I would like to wish you many happy returns of the day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed as you are always. My question, not a question, I just would like to, because you have so much of experience, that transcendental experience, I must say that. Would you like to share one experience which you like most, like in your journey?
Hare Krishna. I think the most amazing thing in my life is that I had the opportunity to meet someone like Srila Prabhupada, Srila Damodar Maharaj, Srila Govinda Maharaj, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj. These personalities are so rare to find. Very highly exalted Vaishnavas. I always used to think of Srila Prabhupada, if I were living at the time of Jesus Christ, when Jesus Christ was walking the earth, and I had a chance to meet him and become his follower, that would be the same thing as having the chance to meet Srila Prabhupada and to become his follower. Because Prabhupada was the one who, in a way, inconceivable way, was able to spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world. What kind of person is he? And Srila Sridhar Maharaj himself said that he is not an ordinary man. He is a Shaktivesh avatar, an incarnation of the energy of the Lord, of Nityananda Prabhu. But Nityananda Prabhu is known to be the most magnanimous, most giving person who wants to give Krishna prema to everyone. Nityananda Prabhu used to roll on the ground, begging people, please chant the name of Gauranga, chant the name of Krishna. And Prabhupada, like that, he went to the most fallen people, the most misled people in the world, especially like in America and the West, all materialists. And he convinced them to give up that life, that pursuit of materialism, and to accept Krishna consciousness. So what a miraculous event that is, huh? And to meet that person and directly talk with him and try to serve according to his direction. I consider that most amazing thing that I have that opportunity. And not only Prabhupada, but also Srila Damodar Maharaj, a most exquisite Vaishnava I ever met. So pure-hearted and transcendental. And then Srila Sridhar Maharaj himself. Just like Prabhupada. Srila Damodar I asked once Srila Damodar, what do you think of Sridhar Maharaj? He told me he's just like Prabhupada. This, I had so much opportunity like that to meet these great souls. And I am nothing. I am no one. Very fallen soul. So much mercy from the Lord and his devotees. And still I am fallen. That's only one thing. Shanta Maharaj, what is your most amazing experience?
Of meeting you, Maharaj. And your love and your chastisement, that is the most amazing experience.
And Muni Maharaj will also give you a chance to tell us what is your highest experience.
Actually, Maharaj, in my life, there was one thing when before in anything, I used to think about death. Everybody's dying and, I will also die. That was my thought in my life. But somehow when I met the devotees means they were devotees of Sripad Maharaj, then Srila Prabhupada's things also along with that. The first thing that happened was I was not thinking about death, so much after that. So I feel, how this association of devotees makes you, overcome this type of problems, like feelings of death, feelings of sufferings, they mean nothing after that. That is one thing. And then the other thing was, the next part was when I was with Sripad Maharaj, then he was doing all these services. And I was thinking, we are, unqualified and, we are, we heard all these things, from devotees, and then Sripad Maharaj was the head of all these things. How services can be done. But just by associating with him, with Sripad Maharaj, automatically, we were able to, like he utilized us in those things. And, when he was there, he was talking in such a wonderful way that, like, transforming ordinary experiences, ordinary, words, ordinary usages of like this, all these big organizations into something more meaningful, transcendental. And at the end of his life, when he was, leaving this world, he gave a message that the meaning of life is Krishna. Actually, he said that the meaning of life is Krishna. And of course, after all these things, we came to Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja. The Puri Maharaj also, it depends upon individual also to be able to appreciate someone according to how much you are able to serve him. Then that thing becomes revealed more and more. It's not that a great personality is in front of us, then we know everything already. It is not like that. That's what I felt with Sripad Puri Maharaj also, that, as much as we were able to do things, then the truth will, come out more and more. And not only that, truth is something 21st century science or 22nd century science, but something of all times, like the best of all times seems to come out through, especially through Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja, I would say this. And I would say in my life, Sripad Maharaj is the foundation, and Sripad Puri Maharaj is the, like, something like, what to say, PhD or something. PhD of that. So, and we see that ultimately everything is so wonderful, so great. So I think that experience, that you can, like it says, Yasmin Vigyate Sarvam Vigyatum Bhavati, knowing that all other things become known. So that kind of experience we feel with Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj. And only thing is we are we as individual devotees or like servitors, it's up to how much one can dedicate and how much one can progress in this path. Then he will see that wonder is everywhere. Like Kaviraj Goswami also said this: if you really want to know what is the greatest wonder in this, then you must apply this to the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is the thing. And again, mercy is also, many people don't understand what mercy is. But one must, as Sripad Puri Maharaj taught to us this thing, that one can know things by their opposition also. Everything is connected to its opposite. So the opposite of mercy is the department of law. The department of law, and that you can understand that when we don't have any complaints, when we accept the reality as it is, then the truth magnifies, magnifies its impact or its, what to say, content or whatever, I don't have proper words. So one can get such experience, when one is with, such personalities. Means like Puri Maharaj means he's not just somebody standing there or sitting there, but the whole Guru Parampara is connected. The infinite or the unlimited is, what to say, infinite is acting through that, as Sripad Puri Maharaj's words, that is universal, particular, individual. So this type of things. So he is able to take on the whole, scientific community, the world of the world of ego, the ego, and then to take on that ego and to give them mercy. And that is a thing that is so wonderful. When we meet a good teacher in our life, then we feel that that particular teacher, gave us something invaluable. So it cannot compare with some wealth of the world, money or resources or any other thing. Just that, teacher and student relationship, and in the transcendental sense, the guru and disciple. So Krishna also says that I am, when he says I am the Acharya, when Krishna says I am the Acharya, that means we have to understand that Krishna means that devotee to be himself. That means Krishna's ego is with that guru, with that personality. One should not cross that ego of that guru. So in this way, one can feel Krishna is acting. Then everything, intelligence, mind, senses, everything becomes transcendental if one can accept that personality. That is Krishna's ego. So, and Krishna's ego is unlimited, and as much as Krishna's intelligence and Krishna's mercy, everything is unlimited. So, and everything in our Vedic conception is also organized in that way. If one really looks into it, it's organized around Sri Guru and his grace. So from time immemorial, those great personalities like Brihaspati, and then those other great personalities like in Bhagavatam we hear also so many great personalities, and we can see the mercy comes through Guru. This is the main thing. So I think that was the experience we got when we are with Sripad Maharaj, with Puri Maharaj, and also whatever little I had with Srila Govinda Maharaj. How much Govinda Maharaj is so brilliant, I mean, the way he harmonizes is very unique. I think nobody can do like that, what Srila Govind Maharaj can do. And still now that impact, that force, we can feel that. So we couldn't have all these things unless we could have come in contact with these devotees. So I don't know whether I can express something, but that's what I feel. Thank you.
Dhanyavad. Anyone else have anything to say?
Yes, I can say something. It's the first day when I listened to you, I learned so many things. And I always believe that Guru is something when you see somebody, and in our tradition, especially silence, most of the time we talk about silence also remove the ignorance. Like in the Vedas, it is said that many times you don't have to ask something. If you see the face of a guru and remove your ignorance, and sometimes I feel that also within you. I have very few classes I have attended, but the way you resolve many of my problems which I discussed, and the answer which I got from you is something which is amazing, and something which I can't describe. Sometimes we in philosophy also, in bhakti also, indescribable something which is abhachya, is something is there. So I like the way you answered many of the things, and that is something which is missing with you cannot get from any other person who doesn't have a transcendental experience. And many of the times we in philosophy also, as a subject, we discuss logically, we try to give reasons and logic to justify the things. And you told very rightly, there are something which goes beyond the logic and arguments, and there might be answer you'll get when you have faith and the devotion and self-surrender, which is a difficult task within the materialistic world and leaving all the desire and coming to this state unless and until you have a practice. So that all I learned from you, but trying, but I don't know, able to come to that state, but I can, I need many more things which I want to listen to you. Probably that could be help me to remove all my finite finite things which I am having, or the duality still is there, and some contradictions are still there. So that maybe after listening to your many more lessons, I could able to realize. So I'm really thankful to you, and thanks is a very small word, but I'm like my sincere gratitude and respect regards to you, that I learned many things from you also, and Bhakti Niskam Sant Maharaji also, and many more people. I always listen to people when there are many positive thoughts are there. I don't listen to negative things, but I always listen, and I always believe that everybody has to contribute something, because there is a self, and that self is something which is pure, and not is a kind of Vritti Chaitanya, but it is a witness consciousness, which is not an agent, karta or bhokta, but it sees and guides you as you guide many people, and that is always there in your face. So face also is a kind of mirror, that who is a guru and who can guide you. And that's what my experience I shared with all of you. I learned many things, and thanks for being there. Thank you so much, Pranav.
Hare Krishna. Okay. I think we're going to end our meeting today. And I am very honored and pleased to see all of you coming for this day. And I don't know, I am very fallen because Madhava Puri would never come to some meeting like this. It would run away. So I'm definitely not following his footsteps. Anyhow, I appreciate very much. Send you all my affection and good wishes. You please stay healthy and happy and always absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Maharaj, dhanavats to you.
Yeah,
Your
Jai
grace,
Vishnupad.
all your mercy, you're always helping me. And Muni Maharaj always supporting everyone. The rest, your service is so greatly appreciated. And our Radha Krishna, Bhajagopal Prabhu, you have been there so many years. I know you're always there. And Arjunaji, we love you very much and your family. And thank you, Nelson, also for being such a good friend, coming and joining us these past couple of weeks. And Dr. Sahu, of course.
Thank you much.
Great
Thank you
pleasure.
for your sweet hair. Thank you so much.
धन्यवाद। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार जगतगुरु श्रीला भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज की जय।
जय।
शुभ आविर्भाव व्यास पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय।
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Satara Sata Shri Sripad Bhakti Niskama Shanta Maharaja ki jai.
Jai.
Muni Maharaja ki jai.
जय।
Devotees ki jai.
जय।
Lord Premanandi.
धन्यवाद।
Dandavats.
Birthday.
Dhanwad.